Welcome to the fourth video in this 5-part video series on how to create a website using WordPress. Now, if you have been following along all the way, well done, you have made it to video 4 and you've only got this one and the next one to go. And by the end of that, you should have a WordPress site up and running. So what we're going to focus on today, we're going to focus on adding some pages to your website because we created our homepage in the last tutorial. And we're also going to configure our menus and do a bit of general site setup. What we're going to do is we're going to continue with our example of the dog training is fun hypothetical website, which you'll see here. Okay, so let's go ahead and create some pages for our website. So to create a page, we go up to our navigation here, we click Add New. If you click All Pages, you can see all the pages that already exist. We don't have a lot of pages though at this point in time. Okay, so let's give our page a title. So this one we're going to call Video Courses. And then what we're going to do is we're going to again use the page builder. This is the Elegant Themes Divi theme. So there's this great drag and drop page builder feature. So we're going to use that. Now, as I showed you in the last video in this series, you can actually load some pre-made layouts. So I'm going to make our life a little bit easier this time by clicking Load Layout and loading a pre-made layout. So let's go to a page with a, let's go right-hand sidebar. All right, so this gives us all our different modules here in the back end. Let's have a look at what that actually looks like in the real world. All right, so that'll give us our logo, it'll give us our navigation, it will give us a page title, and then some text there. But there's a lot we can do to make that look a little bit nicer. So we're going to use that version. So what we're going to do here first is we're going to configure our header. Now we're actually going to change the background color there because we have been going with an orange theme. So we're just going to click on orange there. And then to change the text, we actually need to click into this gray bar here. Okay, so we're just going to call this Video Courses. Try that again. All right, we don't really want a subheading here. Keep it nice and clean. Now our text is going to be light, which is good because we're on an orange background. We want that to stand out. Light means white, basically. We actually want our text centered. I think that looks a little bit better. And really that's everything we need to do there. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, so it's running a little bit slow there. There we go. So there you see you've now got an orange header. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about changing all the text here. You can obviously go in and put the text that you want to have in there and also the images you want, but I'm just going to show you how you might do something like add a video. So we're going to go down here to the very first of the text modules here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to insert a video at the top of the page because we want people to come and look at our video preview as soon as they come to this page. So I'm just going to scroll right down to this area here where we add the text. I'm going to click the Add Media button above that. And I'm going to go Insert from URL because what I've done is I've uploaded a video to YouTube so people can access it there. YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world after Google, so it's always good to have your videos on YouTube as long as you're happy for people to see them. So let's click on Insert from URL. And just for the sake of this example, I've found a nice looking funny dog videos video on YouTube. So let's have that load up there. There we go, very cute. All right, so we're going to insert that into the page. Let's have a look at that. All right, let's save that and see how it looks. There we go. Now we could have added a space just above here, another space, that'll space that out nicely. So you could go back and fix that up. When creating these pages, adding content, there will always be little corrections you need to make, like going back and adding a space later. That's all right. Again, you just go back and you can just edit and do that. That's no problem. And the good news is you can just save a draft until you're ready to go live, and then you can just click the Publish button. Okay, so I just want to quickly explain this sidebar here on the right hand side. We chose to have a sidebar when we chose our preloaded theme. You don't have to have a sidebar. If you're going to have a blog, then you probably will want a sidebar. If you're not going to have a blog, then you probably or you may not want a sidebar. What you can see here though is there's some automatic functionality that'll put up there your recent posts from your blog, recent comments people have made on your blog posts, archives for your blog, the categories for your blog. So that's something that's useful functionality, as I said, if you do want a blog. Let's just go and have a quick look at how to create a blog post. I'm just going to publish this page now before we go away, just because that one is ready to go for our example purposes. Okay, I'm going to go up here and we're going to click post now, and we're going to click add new post. All right, here we're just going to call this a post about dogs, not gods. I got that the wrong way around. And then in here we would just simply write your text. And blog posts are a little bit different in terms of structure. You don't actually use the drag and drop builder to build blog posts. The blog post format is more or less set. So what you can do is you can just put your text in there. You can put a featured image down the bottom here. You can do a range of things like put which categories that blog post goes into, put some tags so people can find your blog posts in particular categories. So yeah, very useful functionality there. So what we're going to do though is we're not going to worry about blog posts at the moment. So we're just going to navigate away from that. I'm just going to leave this page. What we're now going to do just quickly, I'm going to speed through this, is we're going to add some new pages just for the purposes of creating our menus. Now I'm not even going to populate these pages. I'm just going to give them titles for now. So we're just going to have an about page. All right, so I've published that. We're going to add a new one, and this is going to be our contact page. So again, we could have used the page builder, gone in there, added our text, added our images, could have used a pre-made layout. We may not have, but for this example purposes, we're just going to publish that now as well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and create our menu now. So we go into dashboard. So here we're on our dashboard. We're now going to click menus, and we're going to give our menu a name. So we're going to call it our main menu. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the pages we want to appear in that menu, so we don't need to worry about our home page. Click on our logo, will take us there automatically. We're going to put video courses, we're going to put about, we're going to put contact, we're going to add those to the menu. Now what we're also going to do before we move on is we're just going to click that this is actually our primary menu. So this is the main menu that we're going to see on our site. Now the other thing we can do here is we can rearrange these menu items. So what we're going to do is we're going to put video courses at the top. We're then going to put about, and we've then got contact. So just save that menu. All right, now I've clicked over to another tab here. I'm just going to preview changes. It could be from any page on the site, or you could also refresh a page you've already got open. And you can now see we have video courses, we have about, we have contact, we have a live logo there, which will take us back to our home page. We've also got the search function of WordPress there. So there we go, we now have our menus configured. Okay, let's go back to our dashboard. Just want to briefly discuss widgets. So widgets are like little areas where you can add pieces of functionality ultimately. So you'll see here that you could add some functionality in your sidebar. So I showed you this sidebar before. You can actually edit that. For example, you might decide you don't want to have a recent comments section in there, so you might delete that. I actually don't really want this meta section there, so I'm going to delete that, so that'll update in my sidebar. What you can also do is you've got these different footer areas here where you can add different pieces of functionality. So for example, you might want to add let's say a little piece of text. So you could go into footer area 1, drag the text in there, and then you could put your example text. Now I'm not going to worry about footers for now because I've got everything I want in my top navigation, but you're probably going to want to use those areas as well. So that's just a quick tour of widgets, another really useful feature of WordPress. Last thing we're going to do in this video is we're going to go and just make our URLs a little bit more user-friendly and search engine friendly. So I'm going to go down here to settings. I'm going to go to permalinks. Now you'll see here that by default our URLs look like this. So it'll be dogtrainingisfun.com / and then jumbled letters and numbers. won't really mean anything to users. It won't really mean much to search engines either. What you do want to have in your URLs is you want to have some keywords that when Google or Bing or Yahoo are scanning your page, they can see there's some relevant keywords there. So what we're going to do is we're going to change to this one. We're going to change to post name. So that means that you now will have the structure dogtrainingisfun.com / and then the actual name of the post or page. So we're going to save changes there. And what that means is when you navigate back to your pages, and let's click on the video courses page again, our main example page. So we'll just go to edit for that one. Now you actually see up here your permalink, so the URL. So you may not have noticed before, but that previously had those numbers in there, didn't really mean much. Now we can insert words. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit this. It's given me video courses 2 because I had a previous draft of this. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put dog training video courses because let's say, for example, I've gone and I've done some keyword research and I've worked out that people are searching for dog training video courses. I can actually put that in my URL and that'll help with search engine optimization. Now, I'm not going to get into SEO right now, but I will link an article at the bottom of this video that goes through a lot of details around how to do SEO and how to do it for beginners and how to do it effectively. So we're going to click OK there. Okay, so we now have a home page. We've also now got some additional pages. We've sorted out our menus and also made our URLs a bit more people and search engine friendly. And so that brings us to the end of this video 4 in this 5-part video series. In video 5, what we're going to do is we're going to add some functionality to your site using WordPress plugins. Plugins, it's a pretty amazing feature of WordPress where you can add some fairly sophisticated functionality pretty easily. So I look forward to having you join me for the next video.